Hey guys, what's up? This is Mario here, bringing you guys another video, and today is going to be the final part, which is part 3 in my House of Wolves Reef reveal breakdown. I'm sorry that I spread this video, or this information over so many different videos. It's just that I actually wasn't prepared for the amount of information they were going to release this week. And so I didn't manage to cover all of it in one video, and so instead I've had to split it up into 3. You can click a link in the description to go to my House of Wolves weekly update series, and you can watch all the videos to stay up to date on everything that's announced about the House of Wolves. But today, we're going to be going over the final bits of information that Bungie have revealed, which is actually on their own website. On their website, they now have a House of Wolves page that you can actually go to. I'll also link that in the description just in case you guys want to go and take a look. But I'm going to be covering everything on the website in this video. So, on the website, Bungie has added 4 different sections as of now. These sections are called New Social Space, New Weapons, Armor and Gear, Maximum Light Level increased to 34, and New Story Missions. So those are the 4 things that they did reveal in the live stream on Wednesday, April 22nd. I'm actually going to go ahead and first of all start with the story description, since that is the thing at the top. So the main headline there, it says, "The Reef is open to you, let the hunt begin," which is kind of Bloodborne-y. I mentioned that in the trailer thing that I made about the teaser trailer for the House of Wolves. But the description, this is what the description says. "The Guardians have grown strong, and now the Queen of the Awoken has called upon them to hunt down the House of Wolves, fallen subjects once loyal to the Queen before their violent rebellion. Their leader, a fallen captain known as Skolus, seeks to bring all of the fallen houses under his command. Meet with the Queens and Mysteries at the Reef, hunt down their fallen betrayers, earn your rewards, become legend." So obviously the main objective of this DLC is going to be to hunt down Skolus. Whether this is going to be like the final boss in the Prison of Elders Arena mode, or whether this is just going to be like maybe in a story mission like the last story mission that you do, we're actually not sure as of now, but we're obviously going to be hunting down a fallen captain known as Skolus. The next description on the website is the Vestian Outpost description, which is of course the new Reef social space. If you don't know about that, once again click the playlist in the description and you can go check out my part 1 of this series where I talk about the new Vestian Outpost space. But anyways, this is the description that they've got on the website. "In the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter lies the Reef, a graveyard of lost ships and the realm of the Awoken. Ruled by an elusive and enigmatic queen, the Reef has long avoided contact with the city, but now the Reef is open to all Guardians." So of course this is just explaining that, of course, because the House of Wolves attacked the Queen and the Awoken, that now we have to go into the Reef and help them out, essentially. So not much is revealed here, except they did mention Jupiter, and that really makes me want to say that at one point they're going to add Jupiter to the optional locations to visit, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to confirm that or anything, just because it's probably not true. So next up we have Allies of the Reef, which is of course the 3 vendors that are going to be only in the Reef, which in case you don't know is the Disciple of Osiris, the Queen's Wrath vendor, which is Petrovenge, and the House of Judgment vendor. So let's start off with Petrovenge, who is the Queen's Wrath vendor, and her first description reads, "Petra serves the Queen of the Awoken, directing the Allies of the Reef in the Queen's service." And then it says, "Notes, track the wolves and claim their bounty on their heads. In return, Petrovenge will offer you the rewards of the Reef," which in case you don't already know will be stuff like ships, shaders, and other cosmetic items, not necessarily weapons or anything like that. Then let's move on to Brother Vance, who is the Disciple of Osiris. His description says, "Osiris seeks the strongest guardians to stem the tide of the darkness." And then it says, "Notes, the Disciples of Osiris are interested in how far light can be bent before it is broken. Please them, and all others will walk in the path of your lights." So this is of course just a just a story hype description kind of thing. It doesn't really reveal much about the Trials of Osiris. Then we have Varix the Loyal, who is the leader of the House of Judgment. His description says, "Varix is loyal to the Queen and has no love for the Kells who have taken command of the fallen house." And then it says, notes, prove yourself in the prison of elders, and Varix, the Queen's loyal fallen advisor, may share the secrets of the fallen, along with many other treasures. So perhaps this Varix person is going to be involved, or the Varix fallen guy is going to be involved in some of the story, and he's actually going to tell us some things about the fallen, and how they can not necessarily be destroyed, but necessarily just some secrets about them, alongside giving us some rewards as well. So guys, the next thing on the website is actually some of the new items that we'll be getting in the House of Wolves DLC. It says boost your power and claim new rewards, and then the description says new weapons, armor and gear to increase your Guardian's power, including Fallen and Osiris themed collections, earned as top tier rewards in new activities. So I want to go through some of these right now, simply because some of them will probably be dropped in the Prison of Elders, some of them will be dropped in the Trials of Osiris, and some of them are just pretty interesting, and there's actually two images in the flicking images with all the little tiles, that may hint at there being gun skins added into the game. So let's begin with the Prison of Elders stuff. So let's start off with the two weapons that you can see on screen right now, which are clearly weapons. As you can see, they haven't given us like full-on images of the weapons. They're just little tiles. If you go to the website, you'll know what I mean. They just kind of flicker through a bunch of different gear that we'll be able to get. Now let's go over the first one. The first one is obviously some sort of sniper rifle, or that's what it looks like to me. And if you go back and look at some of the images maybe from earlier in the campaign, you'll notice that this sniper is actually held by one of the fallen captains. I might put an image on the screen, which is interesting because it may be, this will be like the fallen Vandal snipers, so where you have to hold down the trigger a bit to charge it up, kind of like a fusion rifle. So maybe it's going to be a really low rate of fire but massive impact. I think that would be kind of cool. And then the second one is, it looks kind of like a shock pistol, which if you don't know what that is, it's a weapon. It's the weapon that the dregs have, the little pistol and the dagger. And the pistol, of course, if you've seen how it works, it's just a massive, it just fires like lasers out of it. And I think this would work kind of cool. It'd be like a hand cannon, but it'd shoot like the blue laser material out of it. And I would not mind picking this thing up from the Prison of Elders. So the next images that I've put up on screen were all of the pieces of armor that I could find that will probably be in the Prison of Elders. This was all I could find. There may be a few more. You guys can go to the website if you want to check that out. But as you can see, I've got all three helmets. So we have the Titan helmet, the Hunter helmet, and the Warlock helmet. You can also see that I found what is probably going to be the Warlock Bond, which has like the little lightning bolt going through it and the spikes sticking out, which looks kind of cool. I also found what looks like the Titan gauntlets, and then the other two pieces of armor that are on there look like the Hunter boots and the Titan boots. So the only thing that we actually didn't get to see of the Titan was the chest piece. But as I've said, there are more images on the website, and if you guys think I've missed something, leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to check it out. So, as you can see from the next 5 images that we have, these are probably going to be the Prison of Elders raid weapons, or at least these are going to be some of them. So, this is the first image. I'm going from the top left to the bottom right. I don't know how I'm going to put them in order at the minute. The first image is the raid machine gun. I actually put a more clear image of this one up. This is going to be called the Onslaught Solution System. The second picture is the rocket launcher. I'm not sure what the rocket launcher is called, but it looks like a rocket launcher to me. It's got like the projectiles on the front, so yeah, I think that's going to be a rocket launcher. The second one looks a bit like the Wolf Slayer's Claw auto rifle, which is already confirmed to be a Prison of Elders reward. And then the last 2 images, which will be at the bottom, I imagine, I actually don't know what kind of weapons these are from. These could be from shotguns or sniper rifles. I believe that the one on the right at the bottom is going to be the shotgun, simply because of the little. It looks kind of like the front of the Lord of Wolves, which is an exotic shotgun, which is basically like an alternative version of what this will probably be. But yeah, that's the Prison of Elders weapons. Now let's move on to the Trials of Osiris gear that I managed to find. Alright then guys, so on the screen you're seeing all of the Trials of Osiris pictures that I could find. These all looked like they might be Trials gear to me. I'm going to go over each class that I found, and then we'll go over the weapons. So for the Titan, I found the helmet and the gauntlets. Of course, this is not confirmed. This is guessing by the image and the looks of the items. For the Hunter, I may have found the full set of Hunter armor for the Trials of Osiris. And of course, you'll be seeing it in the columns at the minute. I actually couldn't find any anything for Warlocks. I'm not sure why. They didn't really show much for Warlocks on the website. There was a few bonds, and then there was the Prison of Elders stuff, but I couldn't find anything for the trials. And then for the weapons, there's 4 weapons on the rotation. There's the hand cannon, the auto rifle, the scout rifle, and the rocket launcher. Once again, I'm judging them based off of looks. I'm not judging them based off of knowledge. And finally on the screen you're seeing 2 images of different coloured guns. Now you may be wondering why I've put these images up, because they look very peculiar, and admittedly they do look very peculiar indeed. One of them, as you can see, is like a gun, but it's got an orange kind of tint to it. Now on the screen you're actually going to see the Fang of Iryu legendary scout rifle that you can obtain through Crota hard mode. But if we actually turn if we actually paste this image over the Fang of Iryu, and I'm sorry if these Photoshop skills or Paint.net skills are pretty bad, it's just that this is the best I could do. You'll notice that it actually fits pretty well onto the Fang of Iryu, which may be hinting at the fact that there's going to be gun skins added in the House of Wolves, and they wanted to leave this as a surprise. As we know, they are keeping a secret hidden until May 8th, and we don't know anything about what's happening on May 8th, and this may have been part of it. And then if you also have a look, there is one which looks like a sniper rifle. It's white, blue, and red. Which no one actually could figure out what weapon it was, but it caught my eye pretty instantly, and it's actually the LDR 5001 sniper rifle, which is currently the Vanguard sniper. And if I just paste the image onto it, this one's the less accurate one with my Photoshop skills, you'll notice that it does fit pretty well onto the LDR. So I think that Bungie's basically hinting at the fact that they're going to be giving us gun skins very, very soon. Whether that be in the House of Wolves, just after the House of Wolves, or whether it be in the Comet expansion. After all, Bungie has shown interest at adding gun skins into the game, alongside Guardian facial hair and transmogrification, which is essentially what they're doing with the new Ascend upgrade, which we'll actually move on to right now. So the final bit of information on the Bungie website is of course about the new Ascend upgrade that will be added to all legendary and exotic weapons as soon as the House of Wolves launches, and the description reads, new activity rewards will enable Guardians to upgrade old favourites. Legendary and exotic gear from Destiny, The Dark Below and House of Wolves can be boosted to the current maximum attack, defense and light values. So obviously this is once again just talking about how we're going to be able to upgrade all of our legendaries to the new 365 attack rating, and how we'll be able to upgrade all of our armor to level 34 quality, which means that you'll be able to wear old raid gear and vendor gear and be level 34. So it's essentially adding transmogrification or some form of it, which allows us to look how we want but still be the max level, which has kind of sorted out the problems that the light system had on our gear, which prevented us from customizing our character and made us wear specific gear. Not the Vault of Glass gear looked good, but then later on people were complaining about how they had to wear the Crota armor, and some people don't like it. But getting off the topic there, yes, they're finally letting us upgrade our gear to 34. Now, the final thing that I wanted to mention on this video is actually the final 4 images that are on the websites at the minute. The first one says new Crucible Arenas. Check back April 29th for the reveal of new Crucible Arenas. And of course, that's just going to be revealing the new Crucible Arenas to us. So the new maps, not necessarily just the Trials of Osiris. That's what we thought the next live stream was going to be. And then you can see that the next image, of course, it says the Trials of Osiris. Check back April 29th for the reveal of Trials of Osiris, which will, of course, be the new PvP event happening on weekends only, and will be a lot of fun. But you guys stay tuned for Wednesday to learn more information about that. Then below it says new Cooperative Strike. Check back May 6th for the reveal of the new Cooperative Strike. And then the final image says the Prison of Elders. Check back May 6th for the reveal of the Prison of Elders. So obviously this means that they're going to be revealing on April 29th, which is in a few days, they're going to be revealing the new Crucible maps and the Trials of Osiris. And then on May 6th, which is a week and a bit from now, they'll be revealing the new Strike mission and the Prison of Elders. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. This is going to be the final part of all the breakdowns. Now I'm going to be going back to making normal videos until Wednesday again, when we get the Trials of Osiris announcements. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this 3-part series of me breaking down all of the stuff that Bungie's revealed. I'm going to stop blabbering on now. Let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comment section below. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, remember to smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for daily gaming content. Remember to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Twitch. Links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in another video. So until then, ciao.